Okay, everyone, today we're talking about generative AI in academic writing. I'd like to say something about Gen AI in academic writing. As you know that the peer review journal require that our research must be original. The data must be collected in the field, the primary data, and our work must be conducted by ourselves. The writing must be written by the researcher, and it must be transparent. If AI is used for in the research paper, it need to be disclosed. That means we need to admit that we use AI for grammar checking and for uh, checking the spelling and makes the paragraph look nice. But it cannot be the whole text cannot be written by AI. If the whole text or the whole journal is written by AI, is plagiarism. It's not ethic. It's it's just like asking AI to write everything for you and you don't do anything. It's not the original words or it's not ethical. So here they mention that ethics propagated misrepresenting the result using AI. So it's need to be original research, especially the primary data you collect in the field. And if you use AI, you need to disclose, you need to state it clearly in the journal paper, in the manuscripts. And if AI is used, we need to admit that it used for grammar checking, spelling, and making the meaning more clear. And here I said AI can be used for polishing the language, for formatting, structuring, or summarizing. And sometimes we can use AI for visualization support. We can use it to make more attractive visualization and quick summarization. But it cannot be used for writing the whole text or the whole sections. We cannot use like that. And sometimes we can use AI for managing references document. Sometimes our reference is not in good order or our reference is not in a correct format. So we can also use AI to manage the references. So AI cannot be used generate fake data or results. This is academic misconduct. Or replacing your analysis, AI cannot substitute for statistical rigor or don't. For example, you do some research and then you collect the data and you analyze the data. It's not significantly different when you test statistical test, but you want to make it significant. So you generate fake data sets and then to make the result more significant. That's that is not correct way to use AI. That is not ethical. So the peer review standard journal can be use AI detection tool to flag suspicious writing and fabricate content. So in academic world, in academic writing, they really need. They can also use some tool to detect AI. So be careful on that. So the best practice that we use AI in preparation of manuscript. We need to disclose it, admit that we use AI for language editing and for just language editing, grammar checking. Keep control. Your manuscript, your paper is your fully responsible and accuracy, originality, and contents. The data must be your primary data. It's not the AI that generated the data because it's yours result, your research. In short, AI can help polish and structure your result section. It cannot be create the actual result for you. If you ask AI to generate data sets and then create result and writing everything, it's not originality. It's fake data and it's not ethical. So in order to use AI effectively, we need to be explicit, state the task. We can use prompt. We say prompt, for example, summarize the literature, including the audience, how this literature for, and what is the format, style, references, and include some keywords. Summarize the article on climate change and nature-based solutions for the peer-reviewed journal on climate change and water resource management, for example, and use APA style for writing about 500 words in context of Cambodia or Thailand. And then include some keywords for AI to get ideas. For example, climate change, rice, agriculture in mountainous area in in Cambodia, for example. Specify format like do it for the abstract or introduction or methodology. And in the literature review, we can use prompt like summarize recent peer-reviewed study between 2018 2025 on agroforestry roles, climate resilience, and in text citation in ABA style and a full reference list, for example. So the output can be agroforestry enhanced biodiversity and soil fertility, contribution to climate resilience, okay, and reference. So they can help. The abstract prompt, for example, draft a 2050 words abstract of peer review article on a participatory teaching method in climate resilient education, use concise academic language, and it come out. And the prompt for method section draft a method section for study on flood risk mapping using Google Earth Engine include citation to standard geospatial methods. And prompt for the output example like flood risk was assessed using satellite image processed in Google Earth Engine below established reference. Method for draft a method section for study on a topic describes the design. So the prompt is need to be as specific as possible. The more specific, the better. So you can get the reference, you can get the context so that I can understand you better and can provide more relevant result and more detailed result as much as possible. So the more detail of the prompt, the better. Result section. Generate result section summarize statistical analysis of biodiversity index. So the prompt here is try to just get you the quick results, quick bullet point, main point result for your result section. So you can get some idea and references. So you can work more further detail and writing more detail based on those quick bullet points. It's not the whole text writing the whole text, not just it's not asking AI to write the whole text, the whole paragraph or the whole section for you in the result section. I just provide you a very quick ideas, bullet points, like some 3 or 5 main points. And based on those points, you can write more further, more detail, and looking more relevant information in the literature reviews. Okay, this is some example. Generate result section, summarize finding from datasets, experiment, present result and clarity using table figure appropriate, include statistic tests. So the more detail of the prompt, the better. Discussion, right, is discussion section linking a group first tree. For example, practice sustainable urban infrastructure. Include at least 3 peer review citation. Okay. A discussion from, right, discussion. Okay. The same. The more detail, the better. And reference. Format the following reference in APA style for inclusion in peer review journal article. You can name the journal, and if you know the journal's name and the style, they will produce according to the journal's format. How to use replay topic field? Okay. So the reference, you need to check all the reference that provided by summarized by AI, because some reference does not exist. It does not exist in the reference that the AI provided. So better to check all the reference before submitting, and you need to check one by one all the reference whether it exists on the website or not. In summary, using prompts, specific tasks, and the detail as much as possible so that you can get the good result. The rest is other things, but let's um, in short, you can use AI more effectively in order to get a quick result. And if you use AI, you must disclose or admit that you use AI for language editing, for summarizing, and so your originality is still there. Your primary data collection is still there. You cannot use AI to generate data sets and try to provide a fake result, like I said previously. So good luck, everyone, for using AI more effectively. Thank you.